All right, everyone. So this is my reaction video to a guy called Gary Brecka, who has become hugely popular in the last couple of years. And whilst he sounds like he is sharing valuable information, most of what this guy says just doesn't make sense. But he sounds confident. Anyway, Gary Brecka, I've watched a few of his videos before. He makes that many mistakes and talks that much misinformation. I wanted to just see this new video that's popping up and just see what my reaction is to it. So here we go.
And then the last thing that we talk about is, so you can use a hypermax oxygen system, or you can learn to do breath work. And there's several styles of breath work, all kinds of breath work that's out there. Last year, we talked about breath work. There is a style of breath work called stack breathing. How many of you have heard of that? Whoa. It's not because you guys follow me around. The hockey dance, have you ever seen like the All Blacks in Australia? They do those crazy dances before a rugby game. You know why they do that? It increases the oxygen content, improves physical performance, it raises their emotional state, it elevates their mood, and it is pain modulatory. They actually don't feel as much pain.
That's nothing to do with breath work. And first of all, he's making a lot of speculations about what the reason why people, or the All Blacks do the haka here, which just doesn't make sense anyway, because the haka is a traditional ritual that's been used for thousands of years. And I'm pretty sure that's not the reason why they do it. Anyway, regardless.
During contact. How would you guys like to learn a breathwork technique so you could wake up like a scared warrior every single morning? You guys want to do it right now? All right. Because after this breathwork technique, they're definitely going to think we're cold. The spaceship's coming, we're all going to have it.
It's interesting he says that, because I think he's actually realized potentially what this sort of breath work can do, in that it can generate cult-like behavior because of the suggestibility of the type of breath work that he uses, which is also a component to why I'm actually doing this reaction video, because Gary Brecka uses some very interesting marketing techniques to try and gain attention. And it crosses my ethical barriers, essentially.
I knew there was some weird crew. And now they're definitely going to think it. So what this has to do with is breathwork does several things for us. What it's going to do, it's going to change oxygen tension in our tissue. It's going to change the ratio of gas in our tissue. The second thing it's going to do, it's going to raise our emotional, to elevate our mood. Because believe it or not, every emotion that a human being can experience, every emotion that is an elevated emotion, passion, elation, joy, arousal, libido, and a lot of emotions. If you actually look at that molecule, it has a component of its structure. Pull oxygen out of that molecular structure and have that emotion.
If you pull out oxygen out of any molecular structure that was being utilized in the body, then you're essentially just depriving someone of oxygen, which is going to lead to death, which is not going to lead to any emotion at all. So this is a very grand thing to say that causes like a wow factor. Oh, wow, emotions use oxygen and we need oxygen. If you remove that oxygen, then you won't be able to have that emotion.
That's why no human being has ever woken up laughing. But you can wake up angry. Why can you wake up angry but not wake up laughing? You don't have the oxidators to experience laughter, anger, vengeance, despair, jealousy, depression require zero oxygen.
That is the biggest load of bullshit. I'm sorry, but any emotion that has a level of arousal requires a high level of ATP to create that. In fact, that is the whole point of emotions. Emotions have a feeling state of a negative and positive, with an arousal state of high energy, low energy. Obviously, the more energy there is within that emotion, so if someone's a little bit angry or someone's really angry, there is just a difference in the level of the sympathetic activity within that, which is going to utilize more energy in general, which is going to be utilized in oxygen. Even if it's an anaerobic state, there's going to be a requirement for additional oxygen following this. So it just doesn't make sense.
If you want to do a fun little experiment, wake your spouse in a deep sleep and give them a good deep pitch. Watch them wake up really angry. What? Is that tricky? That's not on me. He didn't wake up laughing, see? He was right. Really smart. Even biology. If we want to reach elevated emotional tiers, we need to have the oxidative state to reach elevated emotional tiers. So that's what we're going to do. The fourth thing that it does is it releases sirtuins. How many of you have ever heard of a sirtuin? You know what a sirtuin is? It's a survival. It's when we slip over the ice. It happens when we get too close to a fire. It happens when a lion gets too close to us and threatens us. They are called sirtuins. They scour the body of free radical oxidation. They increase the rate of protein, and you can access them for free every. That's why I do it. Oh, it's going to get a little weird in here.
I have no idea what he means by Saturins. That might be something that I've just not come across before, but if anyone wants to make a comment below about what he's actually on about here, I'd be interested to go and take a look because, yeah, we're changing the oxidative state. Okay.
All right, so we're just going to put first we're just put our hands out comfortably on our laps. Then what I want you to do, man, is I want you to make a fist. And when I tell you, we're going to tap our chest like this. You are not trying to knock the boom over your shoulder. Somehow it becomes like a man hits himself in the face. You're going to take your fist and you're going to tap up on your breast like this. And we're going to go 4 times. Wait till I start it. We're all going to do it. We're going to deep breath in like this. And when we breathe out, we're going to say the word. Feet up hands, and we're just going to tap our chest like this. Women, you're going to crush your hands, raise them up, and you're going to tap your fists on your shoulder. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the way out, you're going to say 4 times. I know this sounds crazy. Wait till we do 3 of these breaths, and wait till you see how you feel. You're going to release sirtuins. We're going to raise our emotional state. We're going to elevate our mood. We're going to flood the brain with oxygen. You guys ready to go?
So what he's just done there, he's actually primed an emotion. So there is a concept that we can use where we will generate an outcome or expectation using an intention. And when someone who is in a position of authority, particularly on a stage, will suggest this, it's priming that outcome to occur. Now, if we do this before we do something like hyperventilation breathwork, which are forceful, paceful breathwork, we're actually altering the suggestibility of the individual's mind itself. And therefore, what we're doing is we're getting what we call transference, which is just a redirection of the suggestive emotion into the individual psyche. This here is actually a bit of a very interesting trick that can be used to get people to buy into products, get people to buy into marketing, and let's see how it rolls out.
All right. I wanted a obnoxious breath in. We're going to do 3 rounds of this. Ready? A deep breath in. I went to. Yeah. Now, let's finger favors than everybody else in the hotel. If you actually did that on your balcony every morning, you would wake up like a Spartan warrior. My poor wife has to listen to it every day. And then I'm so chick-chatty when I'm done. She likes to sleep in. I come in, I want to tell her all about my day. And
it's interesting because you are going to raise your level of arousal there. You are going to make yourself feel more alert. And whilst that is going to increase noradrenaline in the body, it's going to make you, certainly will wake up the fast pace, the movement. It's just like getting outside and going for a quick 30-second to 60-second high intensity movement practice, really. It's not magical. It's just we're altering the sympathetic nervous activity in the body.
Get stuff off the chest. I used to have a whole Instagram special. It was called Good Morning Babe. And right after I would do breath work and haka breathing, I would go in and wake her up, dance on the bed. See, one guy on Instagram in front of 500,000 people, she threatened to stab me in the neck. You did. I still have the video. So in any case, so we're going to get oxygen into our bodies. Bang. I'm going to talk about supplements in a...
Oh, and here we go. Look at this. Right on time, just after the component where you're getting someone to elevate their emotions, someone to feel pleasant, to feel good. We're now going to talk about supplements. And what supplements? We're talking about the 10x supplements that are the supplements. Let's hear what he says.
Second, because I don't want anybody to just start taking supplements for the sake of supplementing. I want you to do the gene test. We have a booth outside, by the way, the 10x Health booth. want you to go to that book and talk to those guys about how to get that gene test for you and your family once, and then never guess on what you need to supplement with. And now I want to talk about
Oh, they've got their own test that you can do that can create an algorithm based off their information that can provide you with information about what supplements that you need to buy. Just let that sit for a moment. Now, that's obviously wasn't even that bad, yeah, but again, just using the moment to bring someone's arousal state up, to bring someone's priming someone to have this positive emotion, to create dopamine in someone's brain. Now, obviously, what is dopamine? It is the taking action or the motivational piece of a chemical that creates a brain circuit to seek out and try new things, really. So what Gary Brecka's done there, I don't know whether this is what he knows. This is typical things like neuro-linguistic programming, behavioral stuff, marketing. He comes from a background that's related to the 10X Grant Cardone thing. They all use it as well. It is just tying some form of high arousal, positive emotion, and then talking about a product, and then suggesting that they go and check out the product. That is anchoring in positive motivation towards a product. It's out and out marketing. And what he's shown there is just a simple, easy breath that people can take in the morning that will wake them up and feel a little bit more alert. We could just get out and exercise. We could just get out and move a little bit more. There's nothing special about that, but the way that he's used it is very interesting, that he's done it and then straight after he's then made the sales pitch. So just be mindful for small things like this whenever you come across companies that sell products under their own brand that might then use emotion to sell. And how do we tap into that emotion? With suggestibility and increasing someone's level of arousal. So that wasn't really as bad as some of the stuff that I've seen with Gary Brecka, but it was something that I haven't come across before. So look out. I will do some more of these. I really do want to start jumping into trying to help people to be able to navigate and critically think about what is going on within social media and what's going on within the online marketing space to help people to uncover what's truly factual and what is just a load of gibberish that is using marketing as a guise to using science as a guise to market people products. So if you enjoyed this, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.